Welcome back, folks, to Farming Simulator 2022. Let's kick a tire. Let's get started. Now, we got our normal monthly load here, and I did advance time a little bit here. You'll see why here in a second, guys. But you're going to notice we have wool on here. It's April. Wool is really high, and I was going to keep that and turn it into clothes and whatnot, but we don't have the money for that production factory. So we're gonna go ahead and start off by selling our products here. Hopefully everything goes here now that I think about it. We will see. I'm hoping that top one does not tip over. Perfect. What are we gonna get for money? Oh, decent. Decent. I am pumped. Let's see what's in the shop. Now, I really do like the idea of this fertilizer spreader, but the one we have, there's nothing wrong with it right now. And we do not have the horsepower to pull that. But we have some more stuff to do. Let's get back to the farm before we start off the other things here. So, these last couple episodes, we've been talking about this area here, and you can see we've gotten overrun with our grass. The other fields, that one over there, and our new one over there at 198, are not even ready to be harvested yet, but this one is, and we finally have the cash to do this yard. I 100% want to do that, especially because we may save these contracts to do on a stream. We don't have many, but I would really like to do them and maybe do a stream because it's been a while since we've done a stream. So let's go ahead and drop this down. So we're gonna, we're gonna lower. There we go. And we're gonna try to get as much as we can. Let's do the back. And let's go ahead and get cutting here. Turn on. Now, honestly, we're not going to be able to get this whole area, every little nook and cranny. The reason is we will not be able to rake it all and bale it all. So, oh wow, that's interesting. That just happened. But let's get over here. Because I think this time we're going to actually do, instead of doing silage, we're low on hay bales. And we don't need a ton of them. So doing this area would probably be the best bet for us. All right, to be honest, that baler does a pretty darn good job, and I was super surprised that it picked up everything beyond a rake, because a rake is a little bit on a larger side. Now, I don't know if we're gonna have the money for this, but we're gonna try to get this all. Well, I wanted to do that kind of concrete look, but maybe gravel might look good. Let's. Oh, that white gravel. Maybe we'll have a white gravel back area here. Let's go ahead like this. And we're going to get rid of all the grass temporarily because we don't want it to be listed as a crop. And I think we'll need a tree stump, but I think we're going to make this a little path out to the back. And again, I think we're going to make this pretty much. Let's get our angle. We can use that same angle down at the bottom. You can see we're getting real close to 180. We can do that to help make straight lines when we're uh, going ahead and kind of making sure we're all straight, and that does work here as well as in fields. So, all right, let's grab that. Go up to here. I do kind of like this white area back here. We might have to. Hmm. We might have to blend it in some spots here. I'm not sure how that's actually going to work. Can we get... Ooh, I maybe blend it in like that? Huh. Let me try to do a decent job of this yard and then I'll bring you back. It looks like we should have enough money for this. So, this is what I ended up with here. I did the best job I could to blend it off. I think eventually we're going to buy this field, so we might want that to be an entrance to that field. And I did try to blend it. It's really hard to blend, to be honest with you, but I feel like I did okay with what I was working with. Also, we have, you know what? We have to do, before we do that, we can see we have this area right here for our wool and this area over here that's not being used. And I figured this would be a great spot to put the bales for the sheep under. Can we do the bigger one, or is that going to be too big? That might actually work. We're a little bit limited on what we have for cash, so we'll put that along there. I will actually gonna have to touch up real quickly. This little area I did not see was not done. And honestly, we're gonna make this whole part a little bit gravelly over here. There we go. I feel like that's probably pretty good. So we'll put grass bales here because they're clearly going to be for the sheep. That's the only thing we'll be using grass bales. But we're going to have to find a good place for some other bale storage. And I'm actually thinking maybe over here somewhere in this general area. Yeah, let me see what we got for bale storage here. Actually, this bale storage would have been really cool, but it doesn't have a cover overhead, so I think we're going to try to look for another one here. So, as with many people around the farm, you don't want to keep stuff outside. However, we have a good spot to place that. And what that's going to be for is for these two pieces of equipment, like perfect size to go in there. And then also while I was looking at that, let's rotate this. Let's rotate it. Come on now. This is actually perfect size. We only need storage for two types of bales here. We have the silage for the silo thing here for silage. So over here we have our grass. Silage is taken care of, so we only need straw and hay. And I think that is going to be the way we go about it, to be honest. Um, it would almost be nice if someday we could get maybe in the next episode, I would really like to get this silo maybe over here somewhere closer to, I don't know. We'll still, running over there for the silage isn't that big of a deal. Maybe something we could look at down the road or put it right here, maybe. But with this shed here, we can still get over here for the manure and over here for the chicken eggs, which is honestly most important. And maybe we could even fit that silo over here. We got a lot of options with it. Let me go ahead and put, yeah, I'm gonna put these away, and I'm gonna look at something to do here in the middle, and we'll see what comes out of it. We're back with no money, guys. I was gonna make this area bigger, but that's all the money I had, and I'm glad I kind of went small to start with. But you can see we kind of have it all sorted out. Before we get to the middle part, we're gonna go ahead. I got them put in there. We got the bales put in over here like this, and you can see they're a little bit messy. That's how they come off of that trailer, that hay wagon. Only downside of it, but that is okay. We'll put the straw in that one. And now we have this cool little area I tried doing in the middle. Every farm, you kind of find some old equipment or projects being worked on or pallet stacks or old scrap metal laying around, and that's exactly what I did. So one of the ideas behind this too is later, if we want to take out, for example, this and move our Henderson silo over here, we absolutely can, and that's something we may do down the road, or we may put it over like maybe here, for example. I tried to make sure we had enough room for expansion if we did want it, and I think we did a very good job with it. Anyway, let me know what you guys think down the road. I'm actually kind of proud of this area. I'm not very good at creative, artsy type looking things, and I feel like this wasn't terrible. This looks better than maybe my 6 year old doing it. Maybe. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful day, and try to look out for a stream upcoming here soon. Anyway, we'll see you next time, folks. Have a good one.